Hi, this is Matt from BC, and this is my video on our assignment on the integration of the Rainbow Lynn laboratory. I won't lie, this assignment I found quite challenging because it was definitely a foreign language to me, but I really actually enjoyed it and realized that a lot of the fundamentals of change management and implementational management are really quite similar. So, to give a quick snapshot of my outline that I did, basically looking at the difference in demographics and population that each one of these units has in the region. For instance, Queenston having being the largest with the most specialized care facilities and obviously offering the largest array of laboratory services versus, say, Frankton, which is a small rural hospital only having biochemistry, so basic laboratory services with a substantially smaller operation. My first look was to develop a methodology behind it, develop the scope of what the implementation was going to be about, and then obviously analyzing what the questions we had to address, which was the benefits, the risks, the roadblocks, as well as the implementation strategy that we had for implementing a integrated laboratory system between all these units. The benefits, obviously, that I could see from this were one, the Watwana Lynn is a very close proximity to the Arlen regional, which would obviously give more capability for regional operations to work more collaboratively together and more streamlined to give more efficiencies in a larger region, subsequently benefiting basically all employees in there in a larger region. The other side is obviously the employees of smaller operations get the rewards of being affiliated more with a larger operation, to where they have the ability to transfer, grow, develop, and enhance their skill sets. Queenston also being a hospital that has a training facility. The risks for the regional implementation, obviously, number one is a human factor. People don't like change, so how are you going to implement change management and making people aware that this change is a benefit to them as well as to the patients as well. Financial budgeting. These are all of these operations run on a different scales and different staffing needs and different tests, which cost all different types of money. Some possibly funded, some may not be. I'm not too sure on that, but why not? Making sure that the P&L statements flow through so that the region has a healthy contribution at the end, or a healthy P&L statement. The roadblocks, obviously, number one, like that was union, whether there's different unions in these properties, and making sure that the unions are aware of what is happening, and that there's no breaches of any type of collective agreements, that they're made aware of any changes in shifting or in rotation, no work loss risks, but giving the standard 6 weeks, which is pretty much legally sufficient, that there will be changes to systems and policies and structures as to how things are doing. Time is another roadblock, obviously. Is this a good time to set it up? Are staffing needs in place? Is there a talent pool ready to expand a region or be able to share with? Is there a drive for laboratory stability in that region to develop a culture and a distinctive I guess presence, if you will. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there a bit. And finally, implementation. Implementation would be to establish a board of directors and regional managers for an organizational structure, and this governing body would have the fundamentals of the core vision and the value culture in place to support the implementation of the integration. So standards of reporting, streamlining systems, ensuring that financial processing of biweekly payrolls, etc., that these types of things are communicated in a very synergetic style of reporting, so that regional managers are able to ensure that there's a healthy balance of what's happening between all the regions, and that they're hitting their targets and objectives. Looking at the past 5 years of each unit, obviously making sure that there's transparency with where these units are currently at, and how there can be more partnership to ensure that there's a high level of transparency as to where units are that are going to be involved in the region, so there's no questions later on. And first and foremost, obviously most important, is the patient experience, and how the patient experience is going to be communicated, how the patient experience is going to be achieved, enhanced. The benefits to the patient are key, and the level of care, service, and the center around them needs to be at the heart of any message, as a mission statement is developed for the laboratory model, for all that needs to be believed in, bought into, with the human factor of things, ensuring that the change is put in place. This was a challenging one for me, actually, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to hearing all the feedback from everybody else. And sorry I missed a video last week. I'm having some technical errors and issues, but I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this one. It was good. Thank you.